Good morning, everybody. Jumping right into this here. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I released an update for the demo build. Just thought it was pointing at the ceiling. I released an update to the demo build, so it's now at 5.1.0, and that included the shiny new save system, but it's not working 100%. It's got some weird issues in it, like overwriting static values and certain data that shouldn't be messed with, like base power values for example, like the meat pickup, which should heal you for 1 hit point, right, when you use it. Values like that are being overwritten with things like 0. So if you eat the meat, nothing happens, or it will heal you, but it will heal you for 0 amount of hit points. So that's something I'm going to fix, or something I'm working toward fixing right now. A big problem with it is I just kind of sort of carpet bombed the fuck out of the saving task. So it saves everything. I'm like, yeah, I'll save everything. I looked up this awesome example for someone converting an array and copying it over to a list, which is another type of data structure, and then using that list and converting it to a string to write to an INI or a text file or something like that. And that's kind of what I did. And then I went back and only loaded in the things that were necessary, but that first part just made the save files super humongous and a little unwieldy, so I'm going back and only saving the stuff that is necessary, and also future-proofing the system, so for when I add new items, new weapons, new armor, which is inevitable, data won't get shifted around like it is now, which is one of the other problems too. Anytime I add something or change something, a previous save file is kind of useless. So this particular save system that I have set up would only be ideal in a game complete gold master kind of situation. And even at that point too, like there might be stuff that I want to add later on, post release, that wasn't in there before. So that's what we're doing. And right now I'm just kind of waiting on the game to compile right now. Which I forgot to do before starting the stream. Whoops. But while it's just kind of doing its thing, I can kind of look around in the... Oh, there it goes. It's starting. I'll just kind of leave it alone for a second. Here's my to-do list, which I posted with the last update as well. So right now, I added this thing right at the top there. I went and triaged the hell out of that thing. Rewrite save system for future proofing. Do it now. Now! And a whole bunch of other sort of fiddly application level stuff, like alt tabbing is just awful. When the game is minimized, you can still let's say you minimize the game and you go into Google or something and you start typing, the game still gets input, so it will still like unpause or pause or whatever. If you hit enter or like the attack key, you'll hear like you'll hear the main character swinging his weapon around in the minimized game, and it shouldn't be doing that. Though I did notice something when testing the Steam build through the Steam pipeline is generally alt-tabbing and minimizing the game and going and doing something else outside of it does not affect the game. Like Steam, I think freezes the application for you, which is nice. but I want it to happen all the time, no matter what. Whether you're playing it through Steam or whatever, through your toaster. Oops. There we go. Forgot to turn my workspace on. Yeah, there's my, there is my to-do list. Quite extensive, and one of the last bugs I ran into right before I collapsed from exhaustion over the weekend. Still waiting on this thing to compile. Now I can go into whatchamacallit. Here we go. Here's our save game situation, which needs to be, if not rewritten, it's not overly big or anything. I just have to be a lot more careful with how I'm handling it. Super fun to test it out on Steam, though. To have the live build in the Steam pipeline is pretty exciting. That coupled with the new save system and the new saving and loading and deleting user interface makes it feel like a real game, even though this is still pretty broken. But it's like my goofy little video game is starting to grow up into a man. There we go. That's something I can fix right now. There should not be a shouldn't be able to delete slots if it's just a new game. One thing I can do too without affecting anything is putting a little prompt down there. It tells you how to actually delete a save slot. Let's do that right now real quick. It'll be quick and dirty, and later on I'll have nice little icons and things for keys and buttons, but for the time being, let's go to title screen object. Where are you? There you are. Hey, Hellblazer, Jackal, how's it going, guys? Playing the alpha and loving it. Hey, thanks, Hellblazer. The save system is in the new updated build, though it is a little buggy right now, I think. Or at the very least, saves will not be compatible with newer builds. So expect there to be a lot of wiping. But in the current build, you can save and load your game, and as far as I've tested, that works. Though the save option on the in-game menu, like when you go to your inventory in your main menu screen, that doesn't do anything yet. But when you transition between rooms or hit a checkpoint, the game saves. Saves all your level progress and item progress and gear and equipment and playtime and story events and all that stuff. But there are definitely some kinks that need to be worked out. Okay, so if we're... Okay, state design, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, here's where we want it. We don't want it inside the loop either. Oops, tiny. Text. Outline. Yeah. And the text is gonna be gamepad Y And what is... I'm going to say delete key. Delete save slot. And X will be width and string length. Let's just do a quick little thingy. And just write I. With string length of I. And with minus string length, minus another like 5, let's say. Yeah, that's coming soon too. Because I want to get Kickstarter backers beta keys, so that Steam will update everything for you. And then room. Minus, let's say, string height high minus 5. Text color, see, white. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Pop up on this. While we're doing this, I'm gonna quit the grave. I definitely learned my lesson since the last stream too. Listening to too much unlicensed rock and roll. The YouTube got mad at me when I tried to upload it. That and the Twitch video too is on there. So back to my crusty old music. I thought I would be okay as long as I wasn't monetizing my videos. Since I've had that up there before, but I guess it depends on the policy of the music owners. We're totally fine, totally understandable. 99% of the time, though, I just like to not listen to my own music. I have something else going on. So, like, I had one video up that, you know, that I was listening to. What was I listening to? A lot of like Ramones and Queen and stuff, and that was fine. Like I uploaded that, and it was like hey, this you have music that you don't own in this, but so that just means you can't monetize it. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine, sure. Or they give you the option that if you did, the money would go to the copyright holders, which is totally fine and actually probably a really good system. But for Judas Priest, it's a no-go, I guess. That's fine. I want to be careful with that stuff anyway. That's totally fine. Why is this freaking... Oh well, if it crashes, that's fine, because all we did was that little thing down there. Not a good start to the day though. No sir, don't like it. Yeah, this should only really be happening. No, I already did launch it earlier, which is what I was going to say. This is the amount of time. It usually only happens on the very first compile of the day. Oh, you know what it is, though? When I compiled it earlier, I hadn't changed anything. It's like first compile, no matter what, whether you've changed anything or not, takes a little bit of time. And then the first compile where you actually do change something takes a while as well. So that's what this is, I guess. Damn it! I don't think so. It usually does this, especially when I'm streaming. It usually just GameMaker rarely ever crashes on me. I mean, I say that now. I mean, you could be right, but this is par for the course on the first compile when you've actually made a change to the code. There it goes. And you accidentally click on it. Yeah. Yeah, for these long compile times, these initially long compile times, it always says that it's not responding for me. Which is scary. Yeah, it always hangs on the texture page. It's writing out the texture pages. They take forever. Those fucking things take for damn ever. Excuse me. I'd have a freaking deck of solitaire cards sitting right next to me. For moments like this when I forget to compile before starting the stream. Do I use separate texture pages? As in texture page groups? I do. I have optimized my texture pages, but they need to be optimized even further. But that will definitely cut down on compile time as well if you do that. It would take even longer if I didn't do that. Yeah, it always hangs on Sprite, and then it always hangs on texture pages for a while. It's probably going to be a couple more minutes. I'm going to take advantage of this moment and stretch my legs and everything, and I shall be right back.
So we're recording now?
Good Lord, you guys. I'm sorry about this. It's taking forever. Almost there, though. Down to the texture pages. It happens, yeah, especially when I'm streaming. When I'm streaming, if I haven't compiled yet, or made a change and then compiled, it's like I dump a gallon of molasses on my computer. I sit there and wait for it to harden. So there's this. Save system so that things don't get all screwy when we attempt to add new items and values and everything. So what I was doing was sticking an array in a list. Just as like a long string, and then when you load information, when you read the information you saved back in a similar way, I guess it's like it reinitializes the original array again, so that you cannot have any more indexes after that. So we'll just have to come up with a different way to do it, and I think I've got it figured out. Without having to go the crazy brute force way that I did, where it's like save everything via con Dios. Etc. And that, where was it? In there. So you can see, for example, global item info, this right here. This is a 2D array. And it's essentially a big old database of each item's information. So it's got its like equipment sprite in there. It's how it should be drawn to to the user interface, what its name is when you call up the information in game. All that stuff. Work for what better, the array? Saving the array data? I don't think so. I mean, you can convert an array to a list, and the list will honor the the dimensions of the array. All right. Okay. That is wrong. The way I drew the text there. Room width minus string. Oh wait. Width. Not length. Width. DS map right will save all data of the map into a variable. I mean, that's essentially what I'm doing with the array to the DS list to the writable file. And it takes all of it. It saves all of it. And it's all good. I just have to change a few things. That's better. I mean, this is temporary anyway, so that's fine. that little bit there. Okay. Also, what I'm going to do real quick is delete our saves. Delete that. Eccentric prose and content. Crime. Delete my actual save files, that is. Blood and teeth. Uphold decapitation. Words on fire. Okay, so this is the main culprit right here. And I'm also going to change how we initialize it. In our controller object. It's a very big array, too, which is why I don't want to save the whole damn thing. So a lot of it doesn't even are static values, and they're not going to be changed. There's only a handful of indexes that ought to be saved. Things like whether or not you found the weapon, whether or not you mastered the weapon. If it's a throwing weapon, the quantity, or consumable, it's the quantity. If it's a consumable, then it needs to save your progress with that consumable, because there is like sort of a level up sort of thing within each item. Like the more you mine for ore, or the more you chop down trees and crap like that, the more experience will be applied to the resources that you're gathering. And then as you level it up, the next time you break apart an ore node, you'll get more. Hey, Prangley, how's it going, man? Doing well, Sheh. How are you? Yes, precisely. Proficiency with all the items and weapons and shields and armor and everything. Each one tracks a proficiency. Downloading The Witcher 3 on PC. Did you only play it on like PlayStation before or something? This controller create. Where's our item initialization? Where did that go? Did I delete it? No, I couldn't have. That would be super weird if I did. It's all a script, and I'm not calling it in a controller object unless I'm calling it somewhere else. Only on PS4 and all 5 times. Jesus Christ. Played through The Witcher 5 times. That's a lot of Witcher, I gotta say. Wait, where am I calling it? Okay, I'm calling it in the game start. Alright, that's fine. Now you get it in 60 sexy frames. I was surprised that we were able to run that game over here on either of the PCs. My wife's computer is much more of a beast than this one. But I mean, it's definitely not like top of the line. It's not terrible. But I was surprised that we're able to run it at anything above 30. What makes it tank though is when you turn on the hair physics. I actually think it doesn't look bad, like on Geralt's head, with hair physics turned off. Okay, so for this, what I would like to do is initialize it the way I would any other thing, just so we are 100% clear on everything, and maybe change the way I'm writing it out when I'm saving it as well. Of course, writing real values is all that's needed. You don't have to fucking save like stuff like this. You know, like the name of the thing, like the string. like I said before, I was just indiscriminately saving everything. So this nested loop, we might not even have to worry about either. Tomb Raider Tress effects. Yeah. Best hair physics you have seen. It was pretty awesome. I do think The Witcher 3's NVIDIA hair physics is pretty rad too, though. But it definitely looks. It looks too floaty. Like it looks like almost he's just underwater all the time or something. Like it's everything kind of shifts real nice, and like everything in the game that has any amount of hair just got like a bottle of conditioner like squirted all over the top of it. Like everybody looks like they have, hair commercial hair. Like Pantene Pro V hair. Even like the horses and stuff. So this, we're not going to do that anymore. Look at my macros real quick. I'm going to save this. Yeah, replace that, please. Do not save. I want to take a look at this. In here. Man, there's so much crap anymore. There's so much crap. What's the highest value we have on this? 61. I don't think we can like that. Cool. We'll go the other way. I just want to make sure that all of this okay, that's all of it. All right. It's super weird that it doesn't start at 0. Oh well. I don't know what I did there long ago. Yes, nice even when inside a building or in the wind. Maybe he was born with it. Okay. I still want to go 99 though, I guess. It's not save our thing there. And oh man, okay. that's fine. The number of entries is fine. The problem is when you're saving it. I just want to look at that stuff and kind of get my wheels turning again. What we don't want to do is save the old fucking thing. Wow, Doritos cheeseburger flavor. I did not know that you could distill the essence of the cheeseburger and apply it to a separate food entity. That took some science. Make some room, make some room. You just ate a chip? Why aren't you live streaming this? Prangley, isn't there a social eating category now? We've got to immortalize this momentous occasion. Celebrate and safe keep your life's milestone. The first time you experienced a Doritos cheeseburger flavor chip. That's what I'm wondering too. Does it taste like ground beef, or what? So awkward. Are you talking about the Twitch directory for social eating, or like just eating in public in general? All right. Tastes like a crunchy burger. It's a flavored chips. Yeah, that's true. They do have those, and they don't. It's like grape flavor. Grape flavor anything kind of just doesn't taste like grapes really. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? This is annoying. Let me look back at this again. Alright, this is taking a second for me to trying to think ahead as well. It's been a long time since I had a Whopper. I remember Whoppers being pretty fantastic. They taste like McDonald's burger. These taste like McDonald's burger. Made in laboratory by deranged food science man. Which PAX, Prangley? Like the PAX East? Is that the one that's coming up next? Is the Boston one? Or is it the Seattle one? I don't remember. Let's just do 4 variable I equals 0. I less than or equal to 1,000. I plus equals 1. There's a PAX in Austin? There's one in San Antonio in at the end of January, it looks like. 2017. Okay. Okay. Ugh. You expect Savage to be out before that. I hope it will be. I hope it will be. Otherwise, we'll be pretty sad. J is equal to wait. What we want to do is check for the kind of thing that we're looking at. Info kind. Yeah. If global info. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too, but I got up at like 1 a.m. Something like that. Maybe it was midnight. Been up since well, yeah. It's about like lunchtime for you. The burger makes sense. Why is latte art a thing? What do you mean? It's been a thing for decades. No reason why it can't look nice, though. Maybe you might enjoy a nice Dorito art plate presentation. I'm sure people could arrange those triangles into all sorts of interesting pictures. kind is equal to something like this. Now you can feel my brain overheating with all this stupid information. I think we need to check for if I is equal to info kind. Go find some food. Good luck. Or no, whoops. J equals info kind. Now the thing we need to save for this. Right. See, I hope it doesn't get pissed off at me that I'm attempting to write a real number now into an INI. Section is no. Cat was chewing on the power cord for the microphone preamp. Actually, we want there is string I for the wait, whoops, nope. For the key and the value, item info. This guy's a pretty good little guy most of the time. He's a pretty good little creature most of the time. Item info. Hi, J. Oh wait, no. God damn it. Do we even need this nested thing? I'm trying to think ahead here. You know what, we'll just keep working within it, I guess. And if I need to go back and change some things, I will. Info quantity. No, we don't. We do not need this. We need that, but not this. If or no, this even. Yeah. Nope. Don't need it. Global dot item info I info kind equal to kind weapon. I don't know what that was. Now what we want to save is INI right real. Section of item info. Save. Oh wait, no. String I is going to be its. So that's what I was not doing before. I was not saving things to a key. There was one key, and it was just the entire array, essentially, that I had written to a list, and then the list to the INI file. This way, it'll be nice and ordered. It'll just be a couple, like 3 entries per item. And that's all we need to save. And then that's all we need to load as well. Man, I'm trying to make this easy on myself so that I don't have to go through each. So this is the way the database works. So for example, here are the weapon entries. There's all the information for a wooden club or wood club. It's got like its index and its name in a string, and its information through its description when you're accessing it in the inventory and you want to know more about it. It's got a little bit of fluff text. It's got its type and all this different stuff. There's only a couple entries within this database that are dynamic that need to be kept track of, like whether or not you have found it before. Can't remember what I'm using that for. Info found might be obsolete now. We need to know if it was mastered or not, so that the skill can be added and presented to the player. Like if you mastered a wood club before, and then you're using another instance of wood club, we don't want you to master it again and have you see the same crap again. So there's like a couple of different things that need to be kept track of. Mostly just quantity found and mastered, and that's it for weapon types. And armor and shield types too. There's it's the consumables that are a little different, and they need to be what needs to be kept track of there are their proficiency levels. Info found. Or here we'll do info quantity. Or the mastered. Okay, it took a little bit of thinking way ahead and then bringing it back a little bit and doing some goofy little mental gymnastics. I had to take a quick bio break. I shall return. That's much better. Hey, Spectrum, how's it going, man? Good, good. Okay, I'm going to run this and see. I don't think I changed anything there. Okay. I'm going to see if freaking GameMaker gets pissed because I'm not writing strings. Yeah, all these might have to be different scripts because I think within one block of code, opening an INI and writing to it. Well, I don't know. I think it might have something to do with the DS list stuff. Like it got mad at. I think it threw an error before when I was doing writing strings, and then in the next batch I tried to write real values, and it didn't like that. I don't know if it means that you have to close the INI and then open it again. That'll be an interesting experiment. Let's see. This will run when I create a new game, because it creates a new save file for you. This is pretty cool, though. This is the pretty much the last technical hurdle that I have to jump over, systems-wise. Other than that, everything's like 99% in there and working. This was the last big scary one. Okay. Well, I was able to create a new game, so okay, that the meat does give you 1. Before people were saying, or one person had said that it gives you 0, and it does if, or it might have the last build, or I remember hitting that bug too, and I don't really recall the specifics. I think I fixed it though, but it had to do with saving and loading and static values that should remain static being overwritten. And let's do one more room transition so that the autosave will kick in. Okay, autosave, quick to title. Load game. Okay, there's our thing up there. Let's go ahead and load that. Aha, here we go. Trying to index a variable which is not an array. Object house remind 211. This tells me nothing up there. And I think this is where we call the load game script. Yeah. So there is an error within the load game script now that is incompatible with the way that we saved that information. However, I do know that you can, I think since we were creating a list there, saving the array to the list and then writing the list to the INI file as a string. Even though it's in a different freaking section, like I think it still gets mad when you do the same thing, only you do INI right real instead of string. I think. I don't know. Let's test that. Let's test that real quick, just to kind of refresh my. So we'll comment that out, and then we'll actually run this again. Reactivate. Oh shit. Oops. Forgot to change the thing that was that we were scrutinizing. Wait for it to compile. Yeah, this is just exit and delete the save files again. Delete. Delete. And then do this. Just to see. I just want to see what's going on here. I seem to remember running into a lot of trouble with that before. It's all empty. Hey, Serdis, how's it going? Huh. Well, that time, it did not throw an error. So I don't know. I could have sworn that I was having a huge amount of trouble writing strings and real values. Oh, that's a bug. That sort of infinite dodge. Super weird. I don't know what's going on with that. Prepping for Brazil game show tomorrow. Oh, cool. What does that entail? Like, what do you know, what is your, how are you participating in it? Do you have a game that you're going to show off there? Oh, that's okay. It's still buggy and everything. Okay, somebody also said that they had trouble. Like, if they paused the game during this sequence, they couldn't progress. And I haven't run into that issue, so. You'll be presenting your game. Awesome, dude. It's been a long time since I've seen your project. If it's even the same project that you initially showed in here, like, geez, what is it like? Is it at least a year ago, if not like 2? I remember you were working on a bunch of crazy procedural stuff. It's another one. What's the game that you're presenting about? Okay, let me just do that. Quit to title. Oops. Give me a sec and check a couple things here, and then I'll exit out and I will permit you so that you can post your stuff. Load. Okay, now loading doesn't work. Why though? Oh, because we wrote real values in there. That's why. So it's a different type of data altogether. Oops. Permit. Reduce. Ah, what? Look at this thing. This looks badass, dude. Are you waging war in some kind of virtual cyber world as a like a computer program or something? Yeah, this looks cool. Neon grids. I'm a sucker for neon grids. And lasers. So it's called source code? Ah, that's cool. Good job. Very Tron-ish. Yeah, it looks Tron-ish. That's cool. Ah, it looks good to me. Like it suits the vibe and the atmosphere. I will like that. And is this your? I'm assuming this is your YouTube channel, Dumont Studios. And if so, I'm gonna subscribe. Okay. So, where is our load game junk? It's over here. Read real. I wonder if... See over there, I've already kind of... grabbing what I need to in there. And I can rewrite a few things in the save game as well because it's... like, this stuff is a given. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Right there. So we don't even need to check for that. This is true across all item types. Where can you submit bugs? Well, I don't have a good centralized location for that, but depending on where you got it or getting it from, it's up on Game Jolt and it's also up on IndieDB. So whichever one of those you prefer to use to download from, you can just leave your comments and suggestions there. The only problem I have with IndieDB is it does not alert me when I get comments. It does not send me an email notification, which is obnoxious. So I never know if anybody's trying to get a hold of me over there. Game Jolt does, though. Game Jolt always, their notifications always go through. But I always check the IndieDB page anyway. So let's just get rid of this for the time being and see if reading the real values changes anything. Excuse me. Yeah, that's fine. Use Game Jolt. I think that is the one link that I prefer interfacing with Game Jolt anyway. Load. Expecting a string. Of course you are. Line 111. Let's copy. Okay, so line 111. And load game. Oh, we're not even actually. No, we are. Okay, yeah, getting information is the problem when we're bouncing back and forth between real values and strings. Yes, Sardus, it is. The demo is public. And then once the demo is just kind of polished, then I'll be giving backers beta keys to the Steam depot, and then I'll just be updating that from here on out. From then on out. So you'll be getting beta keys and also like the actual product keys. But the beta keys, I believe, are separate from the product keys, and the beta keys will allow you to bypass the release state of the game, which is to say the game is not released. But you will be able to play whatever I have uploaded to the through the Steam pipeline. Just like how I play it. Like, that's how I've been testing it anymore. Is I'll make a build for Steam, I'll make it live for me, and then I'll playtest it on Steam. And then anyone with a beta key will have access to whatever build I make live on there as well. If that makes sense. But for right now, the demo is just that. It's a demo. And it's just up there for anybody to play. So that's the plan at the moment. I agree, because then then I don't have to keep throwing links at you guys, you know, and having you overwrite your current game file. Steam will do it for me, and then you guys will just have, you know, the live version anytime you start Steam up. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking converting all this stuff to a string is not the way to go. I'm going to start doing real values. But like all through the demo, and probably the Steam beta channel, expect frequent save wipes. This is gonna be how it's gonna have to be until the game is much closer to being finished. And so this is gonna be gonna have to completely change the way all of this is done. And that's fine. Sometimes you need to get all the way to the end of a maze before you know how to navigate the thing and go back in and improve it in this case. That's the only thing is I do not like. I do not like how we are. I'm using strings for everything. But that was how I assumed. You had to convert an array into a list data structure. But now, I guess that's not how, or that's not the way, the only way. Since we ran that and it ran fine when it created a new save file. As far as I could tell, like it was displaying the appropriate stuff on the load screen. It was just when we actually tried to load the actual read from the INI, read back, because it got all messed up. Okay. So for stats. We're going to do this the same way as we did before. We're going to get a lot more specific on what we're saving, because this sort of brute force approach is causing problems, and it's not, well, it's not precise. Okay, yeah, that's what I was doing was no, before I was writing a string and loading a string. But but like for this, I'm kind of trying to do two different things here. Is I'm trying to improve actually what I'm saving, and then change the manner in which I'm doing it. And yeah, I could just do that as well. I could, which is what I'm doing over here too. Is I am reading the thing and then placing it in a temporary array, and then just grabbing the stuff from that temporary array and putting it into our live array. What we're gonna do here God damn it. What we want is this. And then over here, well, yeah, no, fuck it. This is probably a very complicated and boring thing to work through while live streaming. Yeah, so this is, I guess, just do the damn work and go down the list. Section is stats. Blah, 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 blah. we're gonna save it just like how our macros are set up. Is your jam? Oh wait, we're in stats. Whoops. Stats. Stat name. Okay. Yeah, my mind's all over the place right now. This way we make damn sure that... Oops. That was stupid of me. So those are... Yeah. Stat lives. Right. HP. HP. Max HP. Max HP. So that strength. Stat. Strength. 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 That is a string. That's what that is. Everything else is not. And then we'll just do the same thing over there. We'll just read from the INI each stupid line. I agree. Especially after running through all this nonsense. It's trying to make it, trying to be cool and slick and just be like, just loop through everything. But there are a lot of exceptions in the way that I have set up the way I track stats and stuff. So, let's just do the work. Let's just do what I'm supposed to. And it's really not that much. You know, it's not a whole heck of a lot of stuff. In fact, I probably wasted time trying to make things faster for myself. Oh, sweet irony. Well, yeah. Of course. Sometimes, though, you know, like I don't know what it might look like. I don't know what sorts of things are going to be saved, or what I'm going to want to change later, and what I'm going to want to reiterate later. Now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, now I know all the things that need to be done, and to this was a highly iterative process. So, you know, like I did not have everything perfectly documented from the get-go. It's a learning experience. Oops. It's a sort of chicken and egg problem. You know, and that's not to say that zero planning went into this. Or bacon problem, when it's gone, it's gone. But yeah, sometimes in any sort of, you know, creative endeavor, you don't know what's exactly what the end result is going to look like mechanically. So, but now if I'm going to do something similar like this, then I can exactly plan for at least the things that I know what to expect, and to know that what I want in there. But yes, the too long didn't read version of that is, I completely agree. Obviously, planning is always the best way, but sometimes, you know, you can't plan for what you don't know. Just yet. Dodge speed. But then there's planning for planning. We're planning a layered approach. I can only take away from that is that sounds like a nightmare. And that's pretty indicative of kind of almost my whole thought process through this entire project is you know, trying to follow a noodle through a plate of spaghetti and getting distracted with another noodle. Where was tactics? Dodge speed. Tactics. alchemy, because you're gonna get a spoilers. An alchemy stone. It doesn't mean that you're gonna do alchemy. It just means, kind of like the thing. I forget what it was called in Symphony of the Night, but it caused torches when you destroyed torches and stuff, or breakable things. They could spawn a little item or something. That's essentially what this is. So yeah, well, welcome to the exciting adventures in data entry. There will be thrills, chills, spills, and inevitably bills to pay. Stat max axes. Say that 3 times fast. Stat hammer. Stat hammer. It's tricky, especially on the computer desk. Stat forge. Oop. Oh. Stat forge BP. Oops. I just copied 2 then. Stat repair. Stat repair. Stat improve. Stat improve. This is going to be worth it. I promise. Stat forge lore. Stat forge lore. Stat forge. Salvage. Strength buff. Death buff. It's the death buff comedy jam. Oops. Stat. It's times like these that I wish I was better at stuff like StarCraft 2 and could do what is it, like 1 billion actions per minute or whatever it is that the competitive guys can do. Oops. Bow. See, now what's going to be really scary is figuring out what I missed in this whole list. Oops. Stat. Shield bash. Bash knockback. Okay, it scared me for a sec when I looked up and saw the string. Wait, what did I do? What did I... Oh, wait, no, that's correct. That's good. I had my blinders up. Wait. Yeah, stat. No, that's not going to work. Yeah, what we're going to have to do... This stuff can go away. Bye-bye. is where it starts, and 54. Ah, yeah, there's one missing. There's one entry missing. It's got name, life, skills, HP, max HP, strength, attack power, toughness, defense luck level, defense luck level. Ha! Stat. Oh. Iron keys. Pretty sure that's... Oh yeah, whoops. I doubled up on gold keys on that. Oop, okay. This goes down to 55. That goes down to 55. That starts at 9. That starts at 9. Same amount of entries. Yay. Holy crap. Alrighty. Well, that's our first step into all of this nonsense. Okay, stat name. Is going to be... I read... Oop, got my caps lock on. And I read string at stats section key stat name. Default is just nothing. Yeah, this is going to be a lot easier then. And I read real. Stitch lives. 0. Grab this one. That'll be the one we paste all over the damn place. What the fuck? Oh, it's because yep. All I want is that. That's all I want. I think that's supposed to be 20. I don't know, let me look. Yeah, no. 3. It's supposed to be 3. Alright, HP. God damn it. HP. Bam. Bam. 6. Max. Hit the pints. Yeah, what are our default values for all this crap? Yeah, most of it's 0 and most of it's false, which is also 0. Strength default is 1. God, I always want to grab the whole line. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't. Whatever. I'm already on this course. No turning back. Just it's times you get into a groove, and you don't want to change it until you finish. Right? It's the default anyway, so if I really want to go back and do it, then that will be an extra step. But right now I'm in I've got my flow, is what I'm trying to say. Got my workflow down for this particular little thing. I'm in the Zen mode. Don't make me add an extra step. Not right now. My tiny brain only has so much room for it's only got the queue size for tasks is only so big. Give me tributes, you bastards. Give me a wall jump. Improve. Forge. Bois. It's a little hard on the back. You're just kind of zoning out on this. Doing the same crap over and over. Over and over again. Eventually, it doesn't even look like real letters and words anymore. You just see locations on the screen that you need to click on. And that is how mistakes are made. Whoa, fuck. Ah, this keyboard. Sometimes the buttons get stuck. And what was that about mistakes? Again? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that's check the work. Make sure name, lives, skulls, hit points, max hit points, strength, attack, power, toughness, defense, luck, level, gold keys, iron keys, gold, ore, attributes, wall jump, double jump, dodge speed, tactics. Wait a minute, golden ore shouldn't even be in here. Oops. Yeah, well, let's just get rid of them then. Gold and ore are instanced now. Sort of. Or their quantities. Kept track in a different place. Yeah, goodbye. Okay. Gold keys, iron keys, tributes, wall jump, double jump. Dodge speed, tactics, alchemy. Got figure, contribute. Max knives. Wait a sec. Okay, lives is in there. Okay. Where were we? Got tribute. Max knives, max axes. Oops. Hammer. Forge level. BP. Forge BP. Repair, improve. Forge lore. Salvage. Strong buff, def buff, favor buff, attack speed buff, knockback buff. Knockback resist. Two-handed sword knockback, two-handed axe knockback, club knockback, two-handed club knockback, polearm knockback, shield bash, shard key, shard seals, power bracer. Power bracer ought to be a name of either a metal band or a synth band or something. All right, cool. There's that stuff, and let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. What is the worst that could happen? Okay. Line 104. Copy. Abort. Load game. Line 104. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's right. Oh, this crap down here. That's what I forgot. Well, let's just save everything real fast. And that's, I'm probably going to call it there, you guys. Sorry for the weird, salty stream, but I get, I tend to get irritable, I guess, when I'm dealing with huge amounts of data. Trying to keep track of it all and multitask. So sorry about that, but thank you so much for keeping me company while I work. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I will catch you next time I do this. Take care, everybody. I can find it. There it is. There it is. All right. See you later.